Yeah, g'day viewers, Ken here, aka Stone Toad. We're here at Whispering Wall. Look behind you there, what that gate says, Caitlin. Kapunda Waterworks. So we're just having a look at this, Whispering Walls. We just rocked up here, and that's the waterworks for the old dam at Kapunda. That used to be their old gate, as you can see from that little. Well, you can't see from that little sign. I'm getting away just as she takes a photo. See, and the waterworks, and look at the old signs in it over here too. That's one of the old original pipes, all casted and that. See the big thick joins. 22-inch steel locking bar pipe, they call it. The trunk, mate, that was the one that took all the water out. There's a nice locking join there. Oh, look at these big old castings I made back in the day. And these are all the different fire hydrant slug signs and stuff that they've got around the place. So, you know, like you're starting from back in the day. I shall walk over here. So you've got this one with a head like that. You got that. They're metal, by the way, full solid metal. So if you hit one of those back in the day, although the cars back in the day, they probably wouldn't go off the road. What's that flew above my head? Noisy miner. Fire plug. Got a fancy stand on the bottom of that one. There we go. The stop valve for different things. There's another one here. Fire plug. There's an old valve, stop valve sign. All car stuff. There you go. From 1910 to 1990. The progression of the different ones. These are on a like a dropper, thick type dropper. Fire plug. Valve. That one there is stands out, it's got the paint there on it, so it looks even sexier in raw. And this is the ones now, the plastic ones that we got around the place everywhere. These are the older ones I remember back in the 80s and stuff. I remember these ones. That one, obviously someone's taken the top off, but I remember those ones. That's a fiberglass top. That one probably had a metal top on it, but they're the ones that are everywhere at the moment. Plastic ones. And this is from Kent Test Water Meter. Right, so this is one of those blow valve things. What do they call them? Pressure valve things. There's a pipe you can use now. You put it in the pump and it actually runs your pump, because it goes you use the pressure of the water to pump the water through. It's a blow valve type thing. I've seen them before. You can make one up and that. So you put it in a creek and it pumps the water through. So it's going from a thicker pipe down to a thing to get the pressure through. Pressure test, basically. Looks like it was on there and someone screwed it off, to tell you the truth. There you go. And this is just one of the old galvanised sheds. Little gal shed. It's got a nice wooden floor on it. I don't know if you can see that. I'll get out a little bit of a fireplace over there. So this is their work shed back in the day, and you know, had their fire to cook their boil billy and cook up their lunch and stuff like that. All motorworks. There's some nice car stuff up the top there. Pulley system and that with cogs and that on it. Where you got the belts go around those things. All those wheels put together, they look like the top one looks like a ship steering wheel, but it runs all those cogs. Opens that big valve in that pipe. I don't know if you can see, that's a long way off. Hang on, I'll zoom in up. Zoom please. It's not working. Well, anyway, it's up the top there. You can sort of see it. Around, okay. There's a nice little creek, or a nice big stump over there from a tree that fell down. They just chopped it all up and put it in one spot. Gum tree. So yeah, then we go over here. Some bloke there, so I'll point it this way a bit. sure he doesn't want the world to see him. So this is all the different sections of the pipe where they used to split it up. All massive casting foundries and that back in the day. You got the valve and that there, and then you got the splitter there. See that? It's pretty cool. They use that sort of thing in poly these days. And there's the step down for the valve to make pressure. And the old belt pulley would be attached to that thing over there to run that piston looking thing. Chugga, chugga, chugga. Another big giant valve that put in the middle of the actual pipeways to close them off to stop the water through if they need to do repairs. And in New South Wales, as kids, we used to have the pipes, and they used to have the joins like that, and we used to ride along with our push bikes on top of the pipes to go from Marylands to Guildford, and we used to like put it over every single thing like that, and then ride the rest of the length of the pipe on our push bikes. It was pretty cool. That's how we used to get from one suburb to the next, so to go along the freeway and that. Well, that's what kids did, you know, back in the day. This is a dredge. The old dredge where they used to dredge it all out. Look at the buckets, solid as. And those teeth, look at those teeth, a couple of them broken there, see that? And that's a solid piece of machinery. And dredge it all up, and then they had the conveyor there that puts it up to the bank or whatever. Comes out the side there. Oh, there's another little valve over there. That's a small little ditch witch. A little ditch witch to dig trenches. We've got cable on it, so you know, tie it to something and then use the power from it to pull it up the hill. And she's a little ditch witch. I'll take you around and have a look at. That's a conveyor where the dredge comes up, dumps it in, comes down the slide and out to wherever the conveyor wants to be attached to take it. All the pulleys and that here. There you go. No occupational health and safety here. Just this one piece above it, and the guy sits here and operates it all with all those rocks and stuff like that, sludge and all these pulleys. All the stuff was designed to do a certain job back in the day. Here's his accelerator. It gives it more power for the motor in it that's there. And there's a drive shaft down the bottom there. Simple little drive shaft, isn't it? You think it'll be bigger than that to drive a big monster like this, but then it goes into the works here to drive the whole dredge. But yeah, you got and the thing moves on tracks. So you got the tracks to operate it, to move it forward and stuff like that. And tracks are just locked together there. Oh, a spring suspension. Ooh, flash. But that's a nice piece of machinery, isn't it? And a cable and that for pulling, lifting the dredge and that up. Cable operated. Winch it back up again. But look at that. Bit of history, eh? I mean, like this bulldozer one here. This is another short dredge straight up. But that's got all the chains in it on this one. Big old motor. The drum. That's alright, make some noise, you're right. And the cable, that's the cable again to pull the dredge up and down and lift it up so they can move it forward on the tracks. Yeah, a bit of potato weed in there. That's a poisonous bit of weed there. They should get rid of that, being in council and stuff. There's the hooks and that to hook it up, safety chain to hook it up, hold it up. The conveyor to dump it over the side. Chain operated to pull the chains and pull those chains, and they operate the wheel up there to lower the cable. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Now we'll go down and have a look at that little one there. Look at the size of that pipe, all cast. They really knew how to engineer stuff back in the day. That was made of a mould and cast it out in cast iron. Solid piece of pipe, you know. Look at the tonnage on there. Look at the way it's just broken and that there. The cast is broken. I'll have a look at this little one. This is a ditch witch, predecessor to a ditch digger. You got these cogs with this massive chain that goes on it, and shovels the dirt to one side. So you're digging out with your ditch witch here, And there's your wheel there to adjust the height of it as it's going along. The motor's up in here, the little radiator cap and that up on the top there. You got your toolbox in the front, so you're adjusting the depth by that wheel, by the wheel there, and then it's got guards to push all the dirt and then out of the way. These beautiful little skinny tyres, look at that. It's good how the tyres hold up. That shows you how rubber doesn't break down after all these years too. Okay. And then you got that bar thing there that you stick the bar in and turn it to lift it up and stuff as well. So she's a beauty, this one. And then you got the chain and that goes around to this cog here that pushes all the dirt. It pushes the dirt in and out to the side, and when it digs it out the hole. Look at the skinny tyres on that. Holy Toledo. And then there's a winch and that to probably winch it up hills and stuff as well. In gullies and that, depends on where they're putting the lines in. But yeah, she's a beast, isn't she, eh? One little motor done all that, and that's a predecessor to these dingoes and that you ride on now, you know. Little ditch witch things, get in there, dig the trenches for your plumbing and that. This is the big old girl from the old days. So there we go. Now we'll go over to the wall and have a look at the lake. So I'll just turn you off here. That's one at the machinery and stuff, so we'll keep that as a separate video actually. And yeah, I'll give you a quick look around here. This is the actual entrance and that, in and out. There's picnic tables and bins and stuff over there, little shed. Then you've got the toilets and that there. Built a local stone and stuff. You've got a pump over there on display as well. We'll have a look at that later. And then you got the entrance to the wall where that lady's standing on that rock. The wall was just over yonder. So we'll just go up here where the old waterworks shed was up here as well. The house. I'll give you a look at that as we're walking up the hill towards it. Fire track A1. So if there's fires around here, they can go down there and out the tracks to the scrub and that around the place. So this is the old houses, the way they used to build the houses. Always had verandas on Australian houses, gutters for water, of course, even way back when. So these people are catching stuff in barrels and that now, and they think it's a new thing. It's not. So look at that old house. It's got a few workings of like double chimneys and that, and the electrical box is taking everything out. But the stonework around the windows, the corrugated roofs and that on them. That pipe there, of course, is a dunny stink pipe. That's the toilet in there, obviously. Have a look at the reservoir. Bunch of ducks down there and water hens. Oh, pigeon. Pigeon just took off from the tree here. It's nesting up in the tree. So I was gonna turn it off, but I want to, you can see any of these ducks in it there. I might have to go down to the point. There's a heap of ducks over there. Caitlin might let me borrow a still photo. This here's a slide through that. Trail going this way. It goes under the fence, that's where the roos cross through. And they fly out there. I said fly out there because the birds flew past. I mean, they go through there. They go under the fence here. You build a fence, they can't keep them out. So then you got all the ducks and water hens. I don't know if you can see it. Go right in like that. I don't know if you can see them over there by the water reeds. It's a bit far away, isn't it? Look, there's some couple of water hens over here having a bit of an argument. There's some magpies here. That's a male, full white, and the ones through the rails, you can't see him. I'll walk down here slowly. That's a male bird. Trying to get him to sing. And then you got the females over here. A grey one. She's got the grey on the back. And water hens, coots, or whatever you want to call them, over there in the water. One just dived under. That's what I'll be doing today out there too, diving under and keeping cool. I'm going to get a permit soon to go fishing on all these reservoirs. There's different parts you can go fishing on the reservoirs itself. So there's lots of water reeds down the bottom, back ends over there. You just scrub, you'll probably just be able to make it out. But she's a big reservoir. There's a water reservoir. There you go, the Barossa Reservoir. Keep thinking I'm holding that straight, but it's not. It keeps twisting on me. It's not permitted in this area, but you can get permits to go into other gates and that sort of thing, codes and that to go into places and do fishing. Here's a kangaroo poo here. So proof that they run along the fence line, so the dirt track along the fence, they hop along here. They go across to where their hole is over there and go under. This is horse poo. Someone's brought their horses down here to ride around, which around this area there's lots of horses and lots of trails and stuff. So you've got to be careful bushwalking, because every now and then you might come across a horse. So look at that tree. Look at that beautiful gnarly tree. Can you see it? Hang on, I've got to zoom back out now. Come on, zoom. There he is. Yeah, look at that. All different branches going 100 miles an hour. That's good. Heaps of shade. Oh, that's a nice frog. You hear that frog? You hear it from here, can't you, Kate? I mean, crazy swan. There's another big gum tree. I've been looking up in the gum trees in case there's koalas, but that's huge. That's massive. Someone's making their little makeshift fire thing there. Yeah, g'day viewers. Ken here. We're still at Whispering Wall. We can. I'll have to cancel out my video. So there's the gully, and there's the valley below. That's the spillway. When they empty the wall itself, they got a pump station down there, and they got a pipe going up the hill as well. We're just talking to those people over the other side from here. And there's a drone that comes up from there and then plugs down the valley. There's a helicopter coming. Where's that chopper? Over there. There he is. You stay with me, I'm not playing the game. A helicopter coming.
I have more interest in the helicopter.
There he goes. I just waved to him, he's not waving back. So. Fire watch. It's probably fire watch being it's pretty hot and that. It's coming over the dam and look. But that's the valley, that's the wall, and they're talking to each other, but the kids are swearing a bit, so I'll leave that in there actually. They're Aussie kids. But they're over the other side and we can hear them as clear as day here. It's like a radio, but low volume, except for that young fella. So we'll go over here now. A bit of stonework. These landmark plaques and stuff for the actual thing. Look at that stonework they've done there. See that? That's the stuff that stands up over time too. Barossa Dam, 2002. They got some water reeds. There's the reeds, the water reeds themselves. That's all from those standing reeds across the other side there. They've all busted off and drifted over to this corner, which provides cover. Bit of natural slime in that on there. See, there's a spillway in that there. But yeah, there's some. You can see underneath the water reeds itself. I think you can see that underneath the water.
There's a kelp forest just there.
Yeah, that stone wall and that they've got stuck there. A couple of coots coming around the corner there. She's a beauty. Got some crap all in the ones. So there's the reservoir. Height, yeah. I'm not looking at that side yet. What's that over there? Oh, that's a diver of some sort. I don't know what that is, a little diver. Little duck. Just out past the buoy there. There's a little diver there. There's a couple of coots coming around the corner here with a white face. I thought it might be a water rat or something at first, but I reckon it's a diver. You can't really see it. I've got my hat again too. Sorry. So there's the pump station that down there. They go and control it from that little hut. Whoa, man, that just come up at me then. Whee! And there's the actual the pipes. All the pigeons around here too.
We're not going to look at the pigeons.
I'm going to the pigeons. But yeah, so there's the bottom. If they have to, they can spill it out through there. They mainly use water for town. That takes it down to Adelaide and that through the processing plants. Or purification plants that are just over there actually in the scrub. There you go, mate. Did you catch that shark or did you just buy the tooth?
I had the tooth for a long time.
Had the tooth for a long, long time? Yeah. But that's the scrub, the lower part of the dam, and that's the higher part.
Why are there stairs?
Just so they can go down to that pump station. That's pretty good stairs though, they're all rock, you know. There you go, mate. So you're the face behind them. Behind them.
That bloke over there.
Oh, that's both of these guys, yeah. There you go, mate. The voice behind and the face behind the voice. How you going? Having a good day? There's a pigeon. Taking off. There's a coot coming on. Coot on the waterway. There's when you got pumps in that, they got the ball reservoir thing on top for the air in it. That's controls the pressure. Yeah.
So all of that used to be river.
Well, it used to be. See that creek line? See the creek line down there?
Yeah.
There's a creek line down there. That basically probably was the river before they dammed it and filled up the gully. Corky. So that was a creek line. See where the rock and that curls around there from that rock ledge comes down. Probably a little waterfall was there, and then it went downstream. It's probably just a little one there with that rock bar there, going down around the thing. Then they dammed it up. That's what happens when they dam gullies and when towns up in the mountains and that lose the whole towns underneath and that sort of thing. That's what they say. There's a black swan over there, right out over the other side, straight over there. Can you zoom in with your camera? Just straight ahead there. Black swan. Oh, there's that diver right there. Look at that diver. He's got a black waddle underneath his beak. You probably can't see him. He just went under. He just did what he's supposed to do, dive. Comes another pigeon, getting some leaf and that. And they got a nest up under here. Little buggers. So yeah, shouldn't be walking along with my hand there, should I? See that swirl there? That's the sucking of the water under the water. It's that little thing there, the pipe's drawing under. Pigeons are underneath that bloody thing there with a nest. You'll see all pigeon crap and duck crap everywhere. you go. You got your cosy going to jump in, are you? So there's the pressure ball that's on top of the pump. But look, she's a good. See the water reeds over there. There's black swan coming out further in the lake. You got all rocks over there. There's a shag over there. Cormorant. A cormorant there, and more of the bush. It's got a little nice little dock there for a rubbish collector by the looks of it. In that corner, because I think it's all the reeds built up in that reed corner. Of course, she's dry over this side. Swinging around this way. There's some coots in amongst the reeds, pulling it stuck in the gut. But yeah, a bunch of coots over there in the reeds. And these water reeds here, you can pull them out and eat the bottoms of them. Bush tucker, bulrush. So you pull out the bottom stems in the water, wash them off, and then you can eat them. Bulrush on top, as we showed you before. Those red ones, you pull it apart, and it's just a whole heap of soft mat that just flies everywhere. Hey pup, a second pup we've seen today. A little kelpie we've seen in the middle of the bush. We're walking up the trail and come running up to us, and the boss was going for a jog. And it's a little station up there as well. Rubbish bin. So that's their service tracks and that. More scrub. So we come across the wall's over there. So you can see the curvature of the wall right across the other side. And this is the other side. We stand over here. I can't see, nobody's over there talking at the moment, so won't be able to hear them. The same thing, you just talk into the wall here, the curvature of the wall takes it around. It's just the echo effect, and then it comes off the other side. As you heard before, it's like a dull radio, just talking all the time. Well, it was when the kids were there, that's for sure. Look at that rock wall over there. Holy Toledo, little layers and that. This is good setting again for those overseas viewers. Just the part of the bush places that we got close to us. We don't need a lot of places. We don't need permits and that like you do overseas, and have to pull up ranger stations and all the rest of that. We're pretty lucky in Australia to have all the good bits of bush, and especially a public reservoir like this that you can go to and take the kids to and show them this fantastic. Well, we did this when back in the 80s. We come here with the school and did the whole wall thing, and Miss has done the same thing with her school. She had a little country school, only 20 kids in it. But they come up here for an excursion as well. So it's been around for a while, and it still serves its purpose. Say something now while they're walking past. Yeah, there they go. That little kid's coming in. That little girl. Talk to her.
Yeah. You're not going to do it?
Come on, make him do it.
Come on, mate. Come back and do it. You can do it.
Hello.
Whoop. Did you fall over? Did you hurt yourself? You didn't break the concrete, did you? No? Oh, that's good.
Say hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Oh, you dropped your doll again.
Are you okay?
Yeah, so that's me, everybody. So I'll close it out there. Thanks for watching, and we'll just walk back over. So, Uru, if you can't be good at it. Bye. Some kids mucking around. Normal light, of course. It's fire ban. There's another, like a stringy bark type tree. Look at the patterns in that tree. Painter's paradise, isn't it? All the knots and that on it. Look at that. Nottingham. Lots of little nodules in that. Another big one over there, massive. Look at that. Big knot in the side of the tree. And you can see the top of that tree when it was probably younger, because that's still been growing. That top of that tree, where the looks like the bark's come off in one piece. That could be an Aboriginal canoe actually. So they've damaged it there. That used to be the base, and then they've taken that strip off. Like I was saying before, half and half. See, leave the half bark on, and it makes the rest of the tree keep growing, which you can tell by the rest of that. That was back in the way back. That's probably why it's got the big nodule on it. That was originally the base of the tree when they took that piece out, and then it kept growing from there. Cool, eh? Had damage and then recovered. Alright, so now we'll go down and have a look at the dam wall. There's a termite's nest here at the bottom of this mound. Alright, that's a termite mound. Feeding off that poor little tree. So we'll just wander up this way. That tree's been hit, or something's happened to it, split in half. There's a couple of nice rocks in it on that bank there. But we'll go up here and go to the inside of everybody and have a look at it. I'll see if I can see the dam wall before. There it is. There's the dam wall. You got picnic area and that on the other side there. The dam wall comes right around. The gully below, I'll show you when we get on it, and the reservoir behind it. So I'll leave it there and we'll show you a bit over here.